0-1 delivery. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, and Lawrence is a good umpire. I've seen him get some stares from lefty hitters before on pitches away, but maybe only a handful of times.
Hard hit ball to second, and that is just past his outstretched glove, and that ought to be a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, that hit extends.
King stands in following an RBI single his first time through.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
On the ground up the middle. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first. King will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
Hey, wait for a good one and drive, and I'll pick one out.
Smokes this one into deep center field. Brito going back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this half. King gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Hey, see you drive this. Let's go, big dog.
Here we go, kid.
Hey,
set. Here's the 0-1.
Let's go, big dog.
Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
Well, when you break it all down,
And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more important.
Downtown Baltimore and Oriole Park on a Friday night. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. A big-time arm and a power bat. Should be fun. First pitch is next. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener? King will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year.
Come on, big guy. Stay hot up there.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Finn racing back. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And that puts the Orioles on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, even though they were able to face this guy in the absolute best position possible, 2 outs, bases empty, that doesn't mean he's still not going to make you pay. He just unloads here for a long home run, but it was just a solo shot.
King will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just one run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now, down 0-2.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
1-2, here it comes.
Hey, wait for yours here.
Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Yeager is underneath this one, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder.
King will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on.
Come on, big guy, get your pitch.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. A 1 pitch on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Here's where trying to do too much come back and haunt you. This was just going to be a simple single, but look, here comes a throwing error, and that allows him to move into scoring position.
Hey, wait for a good one.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, heading for second now. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Here's another look. This fastball's of the two-seam variety, running away from him at the plate. And if you try to pull it, you roll over it. Instead, he goes right with it and winds up with a double.
Coming to the plate now, King, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
And, you know, that's the toughest one to get in a cycle, but you can bet that he's going to try to stretch any double into a triple if he gets any chance at all.
Ball 1, no strike.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Hey, no one better. Let's go.
Shot toward right center, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Well, here we are. It's the second month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. He's got himself another multi-hit ball game here.
And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 8-5. Good night from Baltimore.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Boston Red Sox.
And welcome back to the MLB pregame show as we prepare you for Game 2 of our series with the always important Topps Player Spot. Saturday night baseball from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on this. King will stand in right on the heels of a 4-for-5 ball game a night ago.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Flipped out the other way towards short. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
All right, hold up. Right here.
The relay. Thought about going for second, but instead, now they've got him in a pickle. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Yeah, it's no secret they need Manny Machado to get his bat going a little bit. He's really in a slump, hitting less than 200 in his last 10 games. Opposing pitchers have had his number.
Leading off the inning, King, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Finn is there. One away.
Hey, let her fly.
Leading off the inning, King, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away.
Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Swung on and chopped up the middle, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting.
King gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Oh, baby, see you drive it. Come on,
looking
kid,
to minimize the damage here. Line drive to left. Vaccaro will get there, and he puts it away to... And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Red Sox win it 9-3. Good night from Baltimore.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps player spotlight. King is our focus, and guys, he's got a pretty nice hitting streak going right now. He's up to 15 games coming into this one.
Yeah, Matty, he's definitely been feeling it up there, and it's been fun to watch. Looks like he's keeping it simple and seeing the ball very well. Sometimes you just get in a zone for a while, so I hope he stays in it for this one.
Well, you know, I just like the confidence he has clearly taken with him to the...
Sunday afternoon baseball from Baltimore. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. With that, here's a look at John Farrell's Boston Red Sox. Eric, who stands out to you?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in that 6th spot. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 10 ball games. He's shown that he's a serious power threat, so they better be careful not to leave any mistakes out over the plate.
David Marte gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's got an ERA of under 3.5, which is pretty decent for his...
Digging in the switch hitter, King, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Number 17.
Hey, stay hot now.
Seared down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, EK. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
And on top of that, they've already spotted their starter an early lead in this one, so they're going to let their guy work with the lead right away.
Ledford is in pursuit, and he makes the catch for the second out. Time now to check out Buck Showalter. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Yeah! Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Well, there's another first pitch strike right there, and you know, he's gotten ahead of every single batter he's faced so far, and that's a big reason why he's getting these good results.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Hey, let her fly
from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ledford arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center. King will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Don't want to forget about him.
Just checking.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases.
Right here, find the ball.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is really amazing, and everybody's looking at this now. It gets harder and harder to do when people are paying attention.
King will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
He's set. Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1.
Here we go.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Ledford has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. And he's just going to try to draw an airmailed throw as he heads back.
Wait for your pitch up there, huh?
King will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Into the seats, 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox have come in here and finished off a 3-game sweep as this one is over. Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here and what. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving, but gentlemen, the nod is our top player.